These brioche chocolate hot cross buns are a delicious spin on traditional hot cross buns, but with the addition of decadent dark chocolate. Enjoy these for a special Easter brunch. Welcome to Recipes by Karina, where I share with you how to make classic and simply delicious food. Make sure to follow my page or subscribe for a new recipe. Start with activating the yeast. In a medium-sized bowl or jug, add the warm milk. It should feel warm but not too hot, about 37 degrees Celsius or 98 degrees Fahrenheit, but you don't need a thermometer for this. To the milk, add in the egg and about a tablespoon of sugar set aside for the dry ingredients. Give this a good mix until combined. If you'd like the full recipe for these brioche chocolate hot cross buns, it'll be on my website as well as the full measurements listed in the description box below. Add the yeast to the bowl, 2 teaspoons, 7 grams or 2 packets. You'll notice I give the measurements in cups and grams, so no matter where you live in the world, you should find this recipe easy enough to follow. Mix the yeast in and set to the side for about 10 to 15 minutes to activate. In the bowl of your stand mixer, or a large bowl if you're making this dough by hand, add the flour, cocoa powder, the sugar and salt. Once your yeast mixture is starting to look foamy and frothy, pour it into the bowl with the dry ingredients. Mix on low speed for about 2 to 3 minutes or until a dough has formed. If you're making the dough by hand, use a wooden spoon and tip it out onto a work surface to knead. These chocolate hot cross buns make a great breakfast, dessert or snack. They're great fresh out of the oven, but my favourite way to serve them is toasted so the chocolate melts with a little butter on top. Let me know if you prefer traditional hot cross buns with fruit or the chocolate version. This is brioche dough, so it's enriched with egg, milk and butter. Add the softened butter to the dough and continue mixing on low to medium speed until the butter is incorporated and the dough is smooth. Lastly, add in the dark chopped chocolate or chocolate chips and mix until combined. This can sometimes be easier to do by hand, but I had no trouble with the mixer. Transfer the dough to an oiled bowl, cover and leave to rise in a warm place for 1 to 2 hours or in the fridge overnight. When your brioche dough is risen, tip it out onto your work surface and divide into 8 or 12 pieces, depending if you would like larger or smaller buns. You can do this by weighing the dough and dividing it to be a bit more accurate, or just eyeball it. Flatten each piece of dough, then roll it into a smooth ball. Place in a greased rectangle baking dish evenly spaced apart. If you've made 12 buns instead of 8, just make 3 rows instead of 2. Cover again and leave to rise for about an hour until doubled in size. You can also do this rise in the fridge overnight. When the buns have risen, preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. In a small bowl, mix together the flour, cocoa powder and water to make the chocolate crosses. Transfer to a piping bag and pipe the crosses onto each of the buns. This is what turns them from just delicious chocolate brioche buns into hot cross buns. Place into the preheated oven for about 30 minutes. Lastly, we just need to make a quick sugar syrup to glaze the chocolate buns with. Add equal amounts of sugar and water, a quarter cup of each, and heat over medium heat until the sugar is dissolved. Remove the buns from the oven and while they're still hot, brush over the sugar syrup, making them glisten. Leave the buns to cool in the dish before serving. These are great eaten fresh, warm from the oven while the chocolate is still melted or toasted. I hope you try out this recipe. Make sure to subscribe for more. Thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video.